Today I'd like to talk to you about where did races come from? According to Genesis chapter 5 and verse 2, it says that God created them, male and female, and he blessed them, and he named them mankind when they were created. That's right, we're going all the way back to the beginning, and Adam was the first of mankind that was created. And he tended the garden, he named the animals, he had exciting things to do, and he noticed that everything that God created had a pair or a match, but he didn't. And so he shared that concern with the Lord, and God said, don't you worry, I have an answer, and I have a solution for you, and her name is woman. And so he caused Adam to lay down and fall into a deep sleep, and from his body he created Eve, the first woman. And they were ecstatic, excited, and happy to be together, and so they were fruitful and they multiplied. According to answers in Genesis, the biblical view is Adam and Eve, the sons and daughters of Adam and Eve, Noah and the sons of Noah, and we all know that there was a worldwide flood, and so the only things that survived were the sons and daughters of Noah and all the animals that God caused to come into the ark. And so when that ark door opened, the only people that were left were them. And they were fruitful and they multiplied. But it wasn't long before people began to do the same stuff they did before that showed the Lord that our hearts are wicked. And they built a tower and they said, let us make ourselves like God. And they were just cutting up in general. And the Lord said, I'm not going to destroy them this time. I'm going to confuse them. And I'm going to cause them to scatter and to separate. And so they did. They spoke different languages and they separated. And they moved out through all of the earth. And so what we see are different people groups and cultures. Another slide that I was able to retrieve from Answers in Genesis in their free teaching slides was this one. And it shows the shades of skin color, and these are representing chromosomes. And capital A and capital B, they represent large amounts of melanin. And the more melanin you have, the darker your complexion will be. And little a and little b are smaller amounts. And so what you see is this beautiful shade of brown, and then it slides down this color pattern to the lightest shade. Another slide from Genesis, Answers in Genesis, that Ken Ham so graciously provided for people who want to know the truth about the races. He says, this is a quote now from the American Broadcasting Corporation News. We're talking about ABC News, y'all. They said, the facts are in, and it shows that there are differences among us. And they all stem from culture and not from race. And finally, I'd like to show you this. Psalm 22, 27 through 28. And it says, all the ends of the earth will remember and turn to the Lord. And all the families of the nations will bow down before him. For dominion belongs to the Lord, and he rules over all the nations. Biblically speaking, there's only one race of people. Well, if you want to be really technical, there are two races, biblically speaking, and that is the saved and the unsaved. The rest are cultural differences. We are all mankind, and we are all loved by our Creator. And I hope you catch that today. Have a good one.